All right, here with another draft video today. Let me look at the teams here while we wait on everyone to get ready. I'm up against LSV today. I don't know if this is the actual ending seating order. I don't believe he's made any changes since last time. Still the new Marvel cards, still kind of trying them out. Yeah, these teams look roughly correct, so I guess I'm passing to Killer Popo, getting from Alcan. Backwood. See if we can't open some power. I've been on a pretty good win streak lately. Let's see if we can't keep it. Uh, Stage that. Nothing too crazy here. I'm a big Uro fan, but he wheels a lot. Oh man, this pack's pretty mediocre. I might just like take Steam Vents. Feels like the best card here. Either that or Voice of Victory is the only good white card. Voice of Victory is a pretty solid card. Kind of just want to take the land and stay a bit open though. Uro wheels, that'd be nice. Thor is pretty whatever. Consult's okay. I'm just gonna pick a land though. It's either this or Savannah. We'll go Steam Vent. Can't say I'm too excited about that in a fully powered cube. Alright, let's see here. Dak Faden, Retrofitter, Pest Infestation. I don't mind Dak. So Raugen Triumph if I want to keep taking lands, but I think I'm just going to pick up Dak here. Solid card. Unless the pack is not that impressive. Probably not going to get a whole lot back. There's Underworld Breach. Does work pretty well if I'm looting with deck. I think I'm just going to pick up Tamiyo here, though. Pretty big Tamiyo fan. Really great with Dak here. This pack is much better. There's also Expressive Iteration, Quantum Railer, Chain Lightning. I'll have to keep an eye out on this. I think getting the combo after it's passed through two people is not very likely. Anyone who sees it is going to hate it. So yeah, we'll just pick up the Tamiyo. Uh, let's see. Soul Guide Lantern. There's Goblin Welder with Sewer Valence there, unfortunately. That's the combo. The Traxa, if I want to move into Reanimator, might wheel to Entomb. I think I've got to move into one of these. I can also just take a Soul Guide Lantern. It's good against both of those. Yeah. Soul Guide Lantern's just a generally good card as well. There's Black Widow, which is kind of like a new Ragavan, but I don't know if I want to move into black just yet. And I can just take the hate for Reanimator and pass a kind of split on both the better reanimate cards you can get. And there's Emberwild, Cosmogrand, Elspeth Prismatic Ending. White's looking pretty open. I think it might be Elspeth here. This is the strongest card. I think Emberwild's okay if you're going a little more aggressive, but I've already got Tamiyo Dak looking to slow down a little bit. Just pick up an Elspeth. Oops, I'm going Jeskai again, aren't I? I swear, I'm not forcing it. I swear. Uh, Aragorn's great. Parlor. I mean, yeah, Aragorn seems solid here. Fiery Islet, third path could be pretty good, depending on how many creatures I end up getting. Displacer Kitten can be good sometimes. I don't really have anything to abuse it with yet, and it's unless I'm already moving into a combo. I don't know. I think third path is all right. Gleaming Bastion, Time Warp, Endo. I think I'm just gonna pick up the land. Green's looking a little open. I don't really want to move into it. I just moved into white because it was looking open, so. There's a world where I end up semi-artifacts here. I've got Soul Guide, Third Path, Dak. Cameo makes artifacts. We've passed some good hate for artifacts, though. Pest Infestations, Cathar Commando. I think I saw a Goblin Crater Maker, stuff like that. I guess Pest is really the only insane one. Haven't seen like an Abrade or anything. Let's see here. There's Thor. The time to try out Thor. If I can't pick up a free spell or two to go with them. Or Manamorphose, just a good spell with Tamiyo on third path. Or just pick up the Savannah for a potential green splash. I'm gonna pick up Thor. Let's give him a try. Red is very open. I like Scuzzback the most here. He generates mana, lets you get your 4-drop early and your 5-drops. Together's one is also pretty nice. And then these are all fine, but I think Scuzzback is going to be the strongest there. Iteration's a great card. Carnage Interpreter. Nobody wants green. None of the combo pieces wheeled, so we didn't see the second half of the Sewer Valence Cam or the second half of the Entomb Atraxa, which I'm not too surprised. This would be the pack that had it. What do I hate here? Zeranorb is probably the strongest card here. For any weird combos. Green's pretty open. I don't really want to give it to anybody. I think everything else there is probably fine. Black Widow's probably number 2. Yawgmoth could be good. We did pass that Underworld Breach, but I'll take a Cosmic Grand. I'm looking to be pretty low curve. Already got most of my top end here. If someone wants a Shrek, sure. I'll take the land instead. Last pick, Cradle. Not a 0 if I go off with third path. We did already pass the Retrofitter though, so unlikely to want Cradle. Spell Pierce, Mana Vault, Alice Jailer, Chrome Mox, Karakas. I think it might be Karakas here. Like, Mana Vault's okay, but Karakas is insane. We have Tamiyo, we have Aragorn, we have Thor. Pretty much every new card in the cube is legendary as well. Yeah. I'll take Karakas here. Passing 2 counters, and we passed a couple pack 1 as well, so I am looking to find some pretty highly, since a lot of them are already likely gone. I'll pick them a little bit higher than I usually do. Get Lost, Lorien Revealed, Snapcaster Mage. I don't really have anything good for Snap yet, but I still want to lean towards Snapcaster. You'll find something that's good. I don't think I need Lorien. I already have 2 decent 5s. It is a good shuffle for lands. It gets defense, probably eventually white. I think I'm just going to take Snapcaster, though. Archive, Felia. Hard to pass up a Felia. Really good with Caracas as well. Something here will come back for me. Good pack for me. World Spine going away. Show and tell with it. Uh, Nothing too super impactful beyond that. World Spine's really the only one. Those Jace Wielder Mysteries, if that's gone, something like Jace Mind Sculpture's still in. Somebody's on Doomsday to my left. Just looking for some cheap interaction now. Lightning Bolts, Path to Exile, one counter or so, then mana. Unholy Heat seems pretty decent. I don't think I want Grim Monolith or Tezzeret. Also, Mr. Fantastic. I think I'm just going to take the removal spell. It's pretty likely I can get Delirium as well. Leyline Binding, Emeritus, Forensic Gadgeteer, Evora. Evora with Dak Faden is pretty good. I'm probably not gonna have Leyline Binding going. Of course, an okay 2-drop, not the most insane one. Yeah, we'll just pick up an Evora here. I think I like it more than Emeritus in this deck. Glitterwing, Wandering Emperor, Monastery, Mentor. I don't really have zeros to make Mentor insane. I might just take Wandering Emperor here. With some additional interaction. There's a Through the Breach to go with the World Spine Worm. Whoever picked Atraxa isn't interested in it. Yeah, I'll just pick up the Emperor here. Really use some one-drop cantrips even would be great. Any spells, really. Bobble. Seems amazing here. Also JVP Skyclave, but I think Bobble's better. It works with Cosmogrand, works with Third Path. Kind of works with Tameo. Lurith here, nothing else too insane. We'll pick up the Bobble. Spell Seeker's not going to be doing a whole lot. Have anything too great to get. I just pick up the Chaos Defiler. If I get good enough mana, I might end up playing it. I think that's really the only card there I could ever see me even potentially playing. Even then, it's not too likely. Does seem better than Thor, though. Just immediately enters, and I get to just choose a permanent when it enters and leaves. Insane with Felia. Guide of Souls here. Oh, Sanguine Evangelist. I kind of like Guide of Souls, though. Really nice with Third Path and Cosmogrand. Okay with Felia. Great with Elspeth. Yet Lost Wheeling is pretty nice. It is a removal spell. It's either that or Spire Bluff is just a land. I think Get Lost is very low. I think I like it more than Glimmer Lens here. I've already got a lot of creatures, so I just want removal to make sure I can keep attacking. Oh, Brent's Prodigy is gone. I think I'm going to take Jace the Mind Sculptor over Unexpectedly Absent. Is that right? He is pretty slow. I've already got a lot of time. We're going to take the Absent, actually. I want some interaction. He only gets artifacts. I think I'm I mean, sure. Sideboard 'em. Wolverine here is probably the pick. I don't see me ever playing Gemstone Mine. I need lands now. Lands and like maybe one counterspell, and I'm pretty happy. There's Thassa's Oracle going to the right. Fine, because we passed. Friends got taken to the left. I think I. No way I take Sunbillow Verge pack 1. Why? This is really bad. Like, even if you're not in Jeskai, Duress. It's like, and then Oracle. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick the land. Could take Mind Twist and try to play Moloch, but I've already got such a big top end. So slow there. I don't need more. Hieroglyph is amazing. Fable, I think, might be better for me though. This pack is really good. There's also Fury. Fury might actually be best. It's either Fury or yeah, I want something that affects the board better. It's either Fury or Pyroglyph. Um, tend to like Pyroglyph. Deck that's kind of wanting to 1-for-1. Yeah. Lelia's really solid. Mind Collapse. Death Greeters. Brainstorm. I don't have any fetches, so I don't think I want Brainstorm. I think I'm gonna prioritize Lelia over Death Greeters just because I have Raucous. I don't think I want Monica. I think Lelia card. Hallowed Fountain is pretty hard to pass. There's Feywild and Daze as well. But I think I need mana. Yeah, grab that. Let's see, right now we're at 5 lands, needing 14 more, so I need 2 more playables. We've got like double white spells and then double red, and our early curve is blue-red. I really do need the lands. Kinda sucks to pass a Feywild though. I don't know if I'm playing this properly. I feel really weak. It's getting late enough in the pack. I'm probably not going to see anything too insane. Yeah, like here I'm probably just taking Seachrome. There's Brazen Borrower, that's okay. I don't think it's that insane though. Not interested in Does Machines. Kind of really, really great Caracas deck, I guess. But the problem is I just have I've got no counters, so I just kind of lose the combo. I've got Unholy Heat, get lost in like really good creatures, so I might be okay in the creature matchups, but I don't know. Aang with Caracas, probably better than like a Thraben or a Fairy Mastermind. Aang's just a nice card too. He is somewhat counter magic. Eagles gets both. Just gets Hallowed Fountain. I don't have anything else, but that might be worthwhile. I don't think I have. I don't have no fast mana, so I can't play Bankbuster. I don't think I'm interested in green. Wolverine's only okay, and I'm not gonna have enough fixing. Yeah, we'll just pick up that then. Spellbomb, Flame Tongue, Kavu. I don't like Spellbomb here. It's a cheap spell that sometimes cantrips. I already have Pyroglyph. I don't think I want another 4-drop like that. guess Torsten's like the only good card if somebody has Flash. They probably already would have taken it, but nothing else there really seems good. Green's like wide open. Definitely Peacekeeper here. Pretty happy that wheel does. Brainstorm or Mind Collapse. I have no fetches. I have the Eagles. I do have Tameo that's pretty good with Brainstorm. Or with Mind Collapse is kind of wicked though. I'll grab Mind Collapse. Oh, Brainstorm it is then. Oliphant's a lot better than Eagles. You know, if somebody wants to have fun with Fastball, sure, we'll hate that. Citadel. Wow. No combos, huh? Good for me. We're at 713. I gotta make 4 cuts. It's gonna be really easy. I've got some pretty mediocre cards. I don't think I play Eagles and Oliphant. I'll play Oliphant and then maybe like 16 lands. Snapcaster. I have no counters. I have very little removal. Well, so I don't think Snapcaster's gonna get. And then I gotta cut like 1, maybe 2 more from here, and that should be pretty easy. Like Brainstorm might be the one that comes out. Probably is gonna be Brainstorm here. Because that is 15 lands. I want 16 lands. I think Guide of Souls is still playable. I think it's between Bobble and Brainstorm. I think Bobble's going to be generally better just as the free card. It gives me 16 lands. Really mediocre deck. I could also take Spellbomb out. Maybe Spellbomb's worse. But it interacts on the board and cantrips. Maybe it's Brainstorm, and then I also still run Eagles to have 2 fetches there. Then I cut 1 other card. I got Third Path and Cosmogran, so I don't want to cut Bobble at all. No. Yeah, let's just do that. We've got Expressive Iteration and Lelia as well as the Oliphant, Amio. Yeah, we'll do this. See how it goes. Let me get this on Magic Online. We'll play round 1. All right, round 1 on the play against Killer Popo here. This hand's a little slow. Got all my mana. Oh, I think I can mulligan on. Yeah, this hand's better. Uh, Probably get rid of Elspeth here, right? Flaming Bastion, Guide of Souls. Any red source in this hand's amazing. No red source, and I guess we're screwed, but I got a lot of red in my deck. Back on for 1. I think I'm gonna play the plains. I plan on cantripping this Soul Guide. I really need to hit red source here. Mindstone, sure. Well, that's at least something to be played. Not the best, though. You got Jeskai Mirror, huh? Tezzeret. Okay. What you got? Oh, we're playing against Vault, huh? And I have no red source and all red spells in hand. Oh no. Oh, didn't play the Vault this turn at least. Cameo. Something want to play. And yeah, I do want to play it. I wait till probably. Ah, Sicarian Infiltrate. Yeah, you can kill my Guide of Souls. Draws 2 cards. Sure. It seems like a terrible matchup for me. Flame Tongue, yeah, okay. I don't really have anything for the sideboard either. Not quite what I wanted to be seeing here. Just gonna iteration, even though I can't hit that last card. Do I want the second red, or do I just go like... I think I take... Either Heat or Absent. I'm not sure which. Absent can like... doesn't really answer the board at all, does it? But it lets me potentially double spell with Lelia next turn. Kind of really nice. I'll take the Heat. And we'll show him the mountain. Oh, we can also just lose the game. That works. A screenshot for my team. All right, next game. Spellbomb doesn't really do a whole lot. I just want to be aggressive. Well, I think I'm just going to ship it back. Much better hand. We probably can hold on to Bobble. I've got Belia. I just turn one Brainstorm. Don't really need to turn one Brainstorm either. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn 2 Felia them. Welder. Sure. That's not bad, but we'll just go Cosmogrant here. And then play my second spell. Create the blank you. Let's take a look at the top of your deck. Archive, sure. And Holy Heat's great here. I got a ton of pressure now. Significantly better than last game. Let's lead with Brainstorm. Not casting Thor or Aragorn this turn, so let's do it like that. And then, do I just stack or do I remove this welder? I kind of just want to remove this welder here. Get some counters for pressure. I think I was supposed to just play Aragorn. I don't know. Into 3 open mana, it felt wrong to just tap out for a 4-drop. Double spelling seems a lot better. Now we're hitting them for 11. Just Hikarian? Tiffany. Sure. Carding 4th and Mightstone. Okay. And as long as he doesn't key me, vault key me, I feel pretty good, but they have vault keys, so I might just randomly die, you know? Most state's fine. Mindstone's fine. We'll DAC it. I think DAC stealing Mindstone is better. Actually, let's cap it like that. Drink your Mindstone. Sure. I think I'd rather bluff that I have a counter here. If we had put Thor on top, we won this turn. I misplayed in that because we could have double spelled. I might as well bluff that I have a counter spell. The only way I see me losing this game is vault key. Okay. On the draw. Yeah, just ship it back. He's got Soul Guide and Dak. Dak is my only form of interaction for any artifact stuff he's doing. Feels like I want to keep a hand that has them. But he's also seen Dak, so it's unlikely he plays anything that's super weak to it. But I don't know. I'll give this a try. He's got Soul Guide to Cantrip. Turn one keys me. That's pretty spooky. Well, I might be dead on turn two with how fast he played that. Oh, okay. What you got? Alright, we'll draw a card here. I'm just gonna slam Dak into this board. I don't think there's any reason to pass and bluff. Make him have the counter spell. Yeah, we're just gonna yoink that key before it can turn into Vault Plus key. Probably has like Infiltrator or Occult Epiphany here, but that's fine. And it's not like this is the only way he can win with Time Vault either. We also saw Urza. Not Urza, 3 mana colorless Tezzeret. Monolith, sure. Into oh, infinite mana. Oh, never mind. He gets to draw a card off the clue here. See what he hits. Nothing. All right. Cameo, I don't particularly want to play and flip here. I want to find some potential removal spells. Discard the island and I think the plains, and then we go untapped Hallowed Fountain. I think we just pass. I can bobble as well. Does machines. Okay. We saw Flame Tongue Kavu out of him, so I think I'd rather Wandering Emperor to try and protect my Dak Faden. He can't really Time Vault there, because, yeah. Okay spell, I suppose. There's the Does Machines. He only gets to keep one of these. He can activate this, so he can get Lotus Petal back and draw another card off of that. And then he can pump his Monolith and kill my deck if he wants to. And he kind of has to, because if I untap with this deck Fade and I have his Vault Key. Nope. I'm offline. Let me pause this for a second. All right, we're back. They discarded 2 lands. That's all that we missed. They could have a really big Occult Epiphany, but they get to keep nothing. It just makes the 1/1s. No, they're just going for Does Machines, which makes sense, yeah. Get back that Lotus Petal, lets them draw 1 more card. Does this give haste? It does not. It has to put it on Monolith. And then we have to target Gadgeteer, because otherwise he can just untap the Monolith and both of them get me. Yeah. Question is what I do from here. That's 3 cards in my graveyard. What if I just Thor on deck? I can play it till the end of my next turn, right? That feels like my best bet for winning this game. Oh, it's not any creature. It is equipment, instant, or sorcery. Till end of turn. So he puts 3 there. I think I'm just gonna minus. For some reason I thought it was any. The Thor is so awkward then. But it will work out with me casting other spells. If I get to kill his Monolith with this Unholy Heat, I'm gonna take the 6. Pretty whatever. Uh, Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Aragorn. Mana Leak. Sure. Or I cast a non-creature spell. He just played a counter, so I think I'm gonna actually smack him for 7 here, and if he tries to put counters on this monolith. No. Missed the stop. I meant to get it in response. Oh. That's fine. So much worse than I thought he was. I thought he was gonna be a little bit better. Is what it is. Next turn we do have Snapcaster if I want. I think I'm just gonna go Mac with Thor. Still lethal next turn if I wait. Yeah. This also hits Planeswalkers and makes it so if he top decks. I think I'm gonna go. I need to make sure I have 3 mana up. Go Tamio. And then Evora. Pass. Mana drain my Evora, sure. Welder is fine. That's also fine. I think I just take the 6, right? The only way I lose the game is if the last card is Tezzeret. Okay. There we go. Alright, we got there. Our opponent got a little unlucky with the lands. Time Vault's scary, man. We did stop it with Dax, so it's not like we didn't interact. Good stuff. See you for round 2. Alright, this is actually round 3, but we're playing because round 1's going very long for my round 2 opponent. Mulligan this on the play here. This hand seems alright. I think I'm just going to get rid of Absent. Let's see what LSV is playing. I haven't actually looked yet. Let's see. Up a little bit. Mox Sapphire is what he's playing. Into Soul Ring. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to cycle an Oliphant. I think I'm a little outpowered here. So he's playing like blue-white mid-range from what I've seen. A little bit of, ooh, into White Plume. Yeah, alright. He just equips. I can ang this White Plume and steal the initiative, which is pretty good. He goes double creature, I'm in trouble. Yeah, there's another creature. pretty rough. I think because he went double creature. I think my best bet is just bobbling him and seeing what we're working with. A leyline binding. Costs a lot of mana. I think I've got to Ang here, otherwise he gets too much value. Because this way he either gives me part of the initiative and I can continue fighting over it. Because he can get it back on the recast, that's fine. He might not block here because he does get it back on the recast. So this way he doesn't get to forge me, and I can... Until the recast, yeah, we get this. I want a plains for sure. And this sets up a potential Pyroglyph or a Wandering Emperor. That's pretty good. I just don't think holding up Aang there is going to really do a whole lot for me. I think my best bet is just we trade the initiative a bunch and I can Pyroglyph him and maybe get somewhere like that. And test his mana. Yeah, there's the White Plume. Forge probably puts it on this Flitterwing. Equips Jitte on it, sure. I can't really deal with this Flitterwing. Can't really attack either because Jitte grows way beyond it. But I can Wandering Emperor him. He doesn't have any lands, so this Leyline Binding would take his full turn here. Okay. Well, now it's a lot cheaper. He's going to attack with Flitterwing, I would assume, or both. I'm gonna Wandering Emperor this Flitterwing. Oh, yeah, we can concede now. Yeah, Mox Soul Ring is pretty good. Screenshot here. All right. Initiative stuff makes me kind of want third path a little bit, but he's got so much power. Thor is pretty terrible. I don't know. I'm screwed. I'm outpowered. Oh, this is bad. No, I'll just do this. We've got Get Lost and Iteration. Sure. Oh, I wasn't playing for a second there. I'll probably just hold up Lost on 2 and then Iteration on 3. feel like I want to get my value out of Inspiration. Magda. We'll just get lost it. The map tokens will probably end up being relevant, but is what it is. Grab Peacekeeper into hand. Fence here, sure. And this way you can Pyroglyph him next turn and be in an alright position. I feel a little too fair for this matchup. We'll see. He didn't have any power this time, so maybe we're okay. Digging for a land. Lightning Bolt. Keeps the Lightning Bolt. Pyroglyph is going to get him pretty good here. Leyline Binding, sure. I think I'm gonna. No, he's got that Lightning Bolt, so I don't think I want a Peacekeeper. I might just Dack and plus him. Hold up Wandering Emperor. Go Dack and plus him. Guide of Souls and Tamiyo, huh? I think I discard Guide of Souls. And then this mountain. Play out the plains. I don't think I play Tamiyo into Lightning Bolt here. I think I can respect it a little bit better and potentially get him with a Wandering Emperor plus. Just passes, huh? Okay. That's pretty good. Let's go. Tamiyo. He subtleties me, sure. And he still has that Lightning Bolt, so I'm a little bit more inclined. Keep this on top. Lost my. Let's see here. Aang is not that great here. I think I discard Aang Peacekeeper, pass with Wandering Emperor in hand. Flying Hexproof Prowess, sure. Pretty spooky. I think I'm still gonna Wandering Emperor and just make it 2/2. Then we can go Tamiyo, Aura. Plus on myself. Discard land. Snap. Yeah, land snap. Plus Tamiyo. And then I think I'm just gonna minus Wandering again. He gets these flyers, which kind of suck, but pass. Hexproof is pretty good. I didn't realize Photon had Hexproof as well. So he's gonna Lightning Bolt something, probably Evora. I might be able to unexpectedly absent Pyroglyph ETB and do a ton of damage. fine. Reveals Tundra, sure. Agent Bishop. Sure. How big is the Goyf? It's a 4/5. Got an absent playline here. Blow up your subtlety. His double 1-drop could get spooky. Okay, that's fine. We can kill Tamiyo. Gonna go for sure. Then is he gonna bolt my Evora while I'm bolt my Evora, sure. I think I'm just gonna keep plussing Dak. Full Guide Lantern Caracas. Do want that Caracas. Full Guide's not doing that here either. Photon is rough. Put a stop on a second main. Oh no. I think this is fine. It just goes on boats too. I'm okay with this. Got Leyline Binding and 2 Mysteries. Goes after my face. That makes sense. Yeah, not a whole lot I can do about it. It's the Monarch. Ite is fine. Bounce Agent. Yep. It's fine. No. Finest things can. Yeah, we still win because he gets Pyroglyph there and we still have a ton of damage. Alright. Got the screenshot. Cool. I mean, yeah, it's got Felia, Bauble, Cosmogrand. On the draw against the guy with a Soul Ring and a Mox Sapphire, though. Opponent multi 5, though, so that's nice. Good 5 can still mess me up pretty good. Sure. No power, at least not yet. I'm gonna hold on to this Bauble. If I don't get a land next turn, I'm probably just gonna play it. But I'd like to save it for Cosmogrand. There we go. We'll just pass. Tundra, sure. He's just going to activate. Yeah, that's fine. You can draw one card. I think more than likely I'm just going to go Cosmogran Bauble next turn, and then I bounce his Flitterwing. No, no real point in that. It's either Peacekeeper or Cosmogran. Cosmogran feels better here. My opponent mulliganed low, so this is going to be significantly more pressure. Voice of Victory. Okay. And then we can pump Felly up to a 3/3 here. Othari with Simian Spirit Guide, huh? Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I answer his 2/2, I guess, with the block. But it's a lot of pressure in the air here. I guess I go Lalia. Smack him back. I kind of want to keep a blocker so I can remove him. I want to block one of those 2/2s. That way I can go Elspeth, blow up Othari, or bounce your dude and then blow up Othari. I can have 6. Go voice. Yes, take 5 here. Good damage. Smack him for 8. Thing is probably not what I'm interested in doing here. Make him have a counter. Mastermind, I'm at 2. Okay, what you got? I win next turn if you don't have lethal. In the tank, so I guess it's not immediate land. That's nice. Alice Jailer. Okay. Exiles Cosmogrand. And then we go to 1 life. Goes all face. Okay. Might as well block, go to 1. And then I bounce your jailer and win? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I felt like I was pretty unlucky, but or not unlucky, unfavored. We got there, we got there. Ellie is a good card. All right. See you for round 2. That's actually round 3. All right. My second round opponent. This hand has no white mana, but it seems pretty decent. It's got Evora with Dak here. I'm going to Mishra's Bauble myself. If I like the card, I can draw it. If I don't, I can Oliphant and shuffle it away. Looking for, honestly, a white source is really all I want. Our opponent is on blue-black, splashing white, very light white splash, kind of mid-rangey deck. You have balance and time warp, not walk. Psychic Frog has done a lot of work for them, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and start with a bauble on myself. Do I want Cameo? No, I really need lands. That's very solid. A lot better than Tameo here. I want to show it to him. I think it's okay if he knows I have a land. Bora here, and then next turn I get the Dak Faden. You might have a counter for the Dak. I think I'm okay with that. There's no Bowmasters or anything. There's no black mana over there. Could have Dismember. He does have that as a removal spell. I'll have this deck. I'm probably going to discard this Cosmogrand. I'm already down my Bauble. We're in the tank here. Might also just be AFK. I'm not sure. They've been very slow. Yeah, consult. I'm putting on a lot of pressure. That makes sense. Days. All right. Fair enough. Got Lelia next turn. Inquisition. I might not have Lelia next turn. Bumps my Evora, which is kind of nice. They probably just take Lelia here, right? It's so much better than Cosmogrand. And Snap grabs nothing right now. Oh, they took Cosmogrand. They might have. They probably have Dismember then. I guess I force them to have it. My hand doesn't really do a whole lot otherwise, so. 4 damage still. Figured they had it, but I think that's still the best line, because Scuzz back into Crack a Blood token doesn't really do a whole lot. Like, this way I guarantee I deal 4 damage to him. He's casting Dismember most of the time there, and I think Crusher's fine. Let me discard this. Thor? Yeah, Thor's not doing a whole lot. Iteration's pretty great. Kind of want to swing first. Yeah, let's swing first. See if he has anything. Might actually be Scuzz back. Let me see what they are working with here real quick. Spell Pierce is a card in their deck, which could be spooky. He didn't Spell Pierce my deck Faden, though. I think I'm just going to play the creature. Get on the board, because my hand's not that great and I'm missing land drops. Yeah, that's fine. He smacked me. Fair enough, he doesn't want to block. We're definitely going to make a treasure here. Put it on the Scuzz back. He might just activate Glenn here. I think that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and iteration. He activates Glenn for it. I'm okay with that. I draw a card off it. Then we can just discard an island here for a bit of pressure. I've got Sunbillow. Smack him for 6. That's Fatal Push. Yeah, that's fine. 2 there. Then next turn I have access to Elspeth. Don't really have a whole lot of incentive to discard the Snapcaster. Land 4 there's pretty. He knows about Elspeth, so he's probably going to tutor a card that's really good against it. He's seen Elspeth, so he knows she's coming down. He might tutor up Spell Pierce here. He passes with mana up. I will respect Spell Pierce. That's almost definitely what that is. That's the only counter we've seen. Double check his. He's already played Daze. They have Miscalc as well. I'm just going to untap here. I'm going to say no. Miscalc feels like the most likely solution. I could just pass, waste 2 of his mana, Wandering Emperor him. I think that's probably the best line. It feels like he grabbed the counter here. Yeah, then we can Wandering Emperor. Even if he has the counter, it's fine. Get to overload it a little bit better. Real question is, do I pump my Scuzz back or do I just minus? I think I'm just gonna -1. Bitter Triumph. Sure. Discarding Balance. Interesting. Uh, I don't want to slam Aragorn here. Either Aragorn or Snap and Iteration. He's used up most of his removal here. He definitely just tutored for a counter spell. I'm gonna Aragorn. Yeah, he has the Glen, but I think I'm wide enough on the board. He's gonna really struggle to deal with this. It was Miscalc. Knew he tutored for it. Got It was either that or Pierce, but he was probably afraid of me playing a creature like Aragorn. Yeah, he has to attack now. Makes sense. Gets it back. We start trading the Monarch, which is fine. I think this works out quite well for me. Probably done Scuzz backing. Lethal on the table. He does have the One Ring in his deck, which is pretty spooky. Shielded's Edict. Sure, we lose Scuzz. Back him for 5 here. Do I force him to have another counter? Ang and Absent are probably just better. This puts them at 2, and then I've got 2 answers to permanents and or spells. Not bad. I will Absent that. His land into the Time Warp. I guess I still win with Ang, but all right. Oh, I don't think third path is really where I want to be. Spellbomb against Frog is not bad. Might want a spell bomb. Thor has just been really terrible. Cut that. Like that. Especially on the draw. Turn one Tameo, double red spell, triple red spell with no red source, but turn one Tameo I think is good enough. Mox. Alright. Turn one Gobin. Sure. My team is picking me a lot. Red Swamp, sure. I would love to untap with this Tameo. Nice. My hand is not good. Desperately need a red source. We got end step. Cycle Raffine's Power. Sure. We'll hold off on the clue token. We know he has access to discard and not really any draw punishers, so. Hit me with Gobin, draw your card. Any red source and we're off to the races. Pretty much playing Anointed Peacekeeper anyways, so I have a couple draws to get to it. Opponent's missing white mana. Probably have a counter, unfortunately, but what do you... I could flip Tameo, but that doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I'm just going to Peacekeeper him. See what you're working with. Get countered. Sure. Get Pierce. Bitter Triumph. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see what you're drawing. Dramatic Ending, huh? I mean, yeah, red source and we're... There we go. We can Goyf that Gobin and in a pretty good position. No ending. What you got? Nothing. Seems odd. Caracas is not bad. I think I'm still going to try for the Goyf. I don't have very many counters. Miscalc is the main one that hits creatures. Ooh, Confluence. Yeah, that's pretty good here. Oh. Guess I could have played around it, but what you got? Time Warp? Doctor Doom. Ugh. I'm gonna Iteration here, for sure. Unholy Heat seems okay. This is gonna be card type 2. I have a bounce. I've got Caracas for this Gobin, and I don't know, man. This is rough. These tokens are gonna demolish me. I think I have to take Heat. Then I guess we can take a Spell Bomb. Probably losing to this Doom. But I'll bounce his Gobin and then bounce a Doombot as well. I feel like that's my best bet. Mr. Fantastic, sure. Not much I can do about him right now. Tutor. This feels pretty over. Guess if I draw Dak, maybe we'll bounce the Gobin. Draw a card. Sure. And we take 6 still, which, ow. He has Psychic Frog. Probably what he tutored for. Oh, go something else, huh? Wandering Emperor. They're on days. Exile the Doctor Doom here. Go Gobin. Yeah, figured he had days. That makes sense. You pay for it. Time warp. Figured. Fair enough. Not really anything to bring in. Yeah, okay. No red mana again, but it's got Velia Caracas, so. If he leaves up mana, there's a world where I don't Velia on 2 and I wait till I have Caracas protection. Velia seems pretty solid against him. As does Caracas. He's got a lot of random legendaries. A lot of hands without red. Let me take a look at my. I thought I had a lot of red sources deck. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources. Yeah, that's a lot of red. Just a little awkward. Little Mox got us game 2. Being on the draw as well kind of sucked. I don't know. There was that turn where I played the Paraguay into the Confluence. I should have just played Caracas and said go. I think that was the line. They mulled to 6. We got Hollow Fountain tapped. Red Source would be nice. Very, very nice. I play the Caracas out. I need red too badly, and I don't want to miss out on having Caracas developed. Aang's pretty great with Caracas as well, as is Felia. Got enough good cards that it's probably not worth sacrificing my curve. Psychic Frog? Yeah, be good. Felia, yeah. Give days. Nope. Yeah, Evora here is pretty... Oh, do I want to Evora or do I just leave up Aang? Evora lets me start attacking pretty aggressively. I have to bounce Frog anyway. I think I'm just going to pass and hold up Aang. Like, even if he replays the Frog here, that's very favorable for me. That's the push. There's Get Lost. That's really nice. I'm going to attack him. And I'm just going to answer this Frog while the getting's good. And pass with Caracas up. So much of his deck is answered by Caracas that I feel like I should be squatting on it. Shooter, sure. Probably goes for Unearth if I had to guess. Means I can't attack with Aang anymore. Or he just plays Goban. That's fine. I don't care about Goban. Bounce your Goban. Does or evil. Or a fielder. Back you for 2. Play out Evora. Probably end up discarding this Scuzz. I only have 1 5-drop. I'm probably going to discard this Plains, actually. One ring. Yeah, fair enough. Dak Faden would be great here. Osmogram. A little less fantastic. I don't think I want to double spell and tap off of Caracas here. Get some pressure going. He could have balance at some point, which is pretty spooky. Rebuild somewhat okay. That would be the time to have it. Mr. Fantastic, sure. I'm gonna stop in his main phase in case he casts a non-creature here. Answered is Gobin and Mr. Fantastic. This Caracas has been fantastic. Bitter Triumph. I mean, lets them draw a card. That's kind of cute. I think it's still worth bouncing my Ang here. Stack is huge. Yes, actually. We'll bounce Mr. Fantastic. Path. Now we're in a really solid position. Dak is going to be fantastic with Evora. We might have a balance here. Even then, balance is not that good. What you got? Mr. Fantastic, sure. And dramatic ending. Yeah. Fine. Let's draw a card here. There's not anything I can do, is there? I already have creature in my graveyard, so I can't get Unholy Heat Delirium. What? Draw 3 cards. Let's draw some more cards. I'm thinking Oliphant Bastion here. I might land out. Cosmogrand, Soul Guide Lantern. Make some 1/1. Then I have Aang or Unholy Heat active. LSV's seen enough, I guess. He just stopped watching. I don't think I care about bouncing Mr. Fantastic here. We'll exile his frog because we know he has access to Unearth. And just pass here. I've got lethal next turn 5 million ways, and this way I can hold up a potential Aang. I can crack Soul Guide to get my 4th card type for Unholy Heat as well. Feeling really good right now. Basically only worrying about balance. It's kind of why I'm trying to play it like this. Mentor is fine. Dismember. Sure. Bounce your Mr. Fantastic so you don't draw a card. And then he could daze me or miscalc me. Am I okay with that? Kill the mentor here. Oh! That's whatever, we'll do. I want the extra. I suppose we can draw 4 before I decide. No. Let's see here. I'm going to DAC myself. That's a great draw. I will just Pyro. He can have Gobin, whatever. He wants to block with Gobin. I think I'm okay with that. Mr. Fantastic and 1 mystery in hand. Okay. Okay, we still win there. Misclick aside, still had 1 ring and tag going. So we're seeing a disgusting amount of cards. Alright, that's 4 trophies in a row in this server. Pretty good. Not gonna complain.